Good evening, Zelda 1 Randomizer fans, as it is time for the Z1R Weekly. Today, as our four featured runners, we have Truant Gamer, Scytown, Reigning Elementalist, and Homer J. Smash. And I'm Leslie Pro, joined by K-Tap on commentary. How you doing tonight?
I am doing good. This flag set is quite interesting. Would you like to explain some of the flags that we're going to have tonight?
Absolutely. These flags are going to include a second quest overworld with shapes dungeons, and if you're looking for hints to make it easier, no, you're not going to find any. They're all community hints. This is known as a sorted, swordless flag set because, yes, it's swordless, and your upgrades are replaced with bomb upgrades. However, you start with the white sword and have a 50-50 shot of starting with the magical sword. And speaking of starting items, you start with the book, you start with 8 bombs, you have a permanent sword beam. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting time. And that book is also an atlas, and it's possible to have second quest rooms. So this is going to be very interesting. Oh yeah, no health on the bosses. So the boss, you just walk up to it and hit it once, and it's gone, and we're underway.
So is that a magical sword I see?
Sure looks like it.
And we find a door repair, and we cannot know what that price is.
And guess what, folks? This overworld is mirrored. So everything you thought you knew about the game is wrong. Oh, and because it's swordless, that wand that Homer J. Smash just found at the Rare Armos shop is going to be required for Ganon. So we're already set there.
Well, wait, this means with the book, we're going to have wand fire.
But on the plus side, that counts as a fire source for burning things.
True, that means no candle required.
Oof, 25 rupees on the bomb prices. She's not cheap.
I think I just saw a small 4 rupees on Homer J. Smash's screen.
Yeah, with a small of 4 and a second quest overworld, you're going to be seeing more smalls from the secret, and only one large secret.
So I guess this is going to be a poverty seed tonight.
Not so fast! Reigning Elementalist got us our medium secret price. It's the maximum of 40.
That's more optimistic, and we found level 4 on Scytown's end.
And chat is pointing out that the white sword item is the any key, and that is going to be huge. Also, look at this ink blot. If I had to say, I would say a big airship is passing over a castle. And if that airship's kidnapping Princess Peach, you're playing the wrong game.
Yeah, your princess is in a wrong castle.
Scytown takes a death in level 4. As for this level 7 ink blot, ugh, this looks gross. Most open staircases have been removed, so as a result, you're gonna have to work for the stairs.
Okay, so that level 7 reminds me of a certain enemy from Mother 3 of like a snake with a chicken head.
Ah, yes, one of the Chimera enemies from Mother 3. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And level 8, that's a ship.
Yep. Or a lizard with a very long tail and a very big head.
It could be an iguana. Iguanas are big-headed and have long tails. So we
And
found
Raining Elementalist has purchased meteor insurance for at least 23 rupees. Could be more, but we don't know that because at the moment it could be a max. Hopefully not. But either way, Raiding Elementalist got drained completely of rupees and then gets warned by an NPC to beware the fly. Oh no, that Triforce spot in level 7 is absolutely disgusting. It is all the way back.
Well, they could pray for a connector staircase to get closer to it.
That might be their best bet.
Or they're going to have to take a page out of First Quest 7 and go all the way to the end of the spiral.
And Homer J. Smash gets sniped by Manhandla's last fireball.
And we see another Take Any Cave on Raining Elementalist screen. Gets another heart. Gets a heart out of there. That was fast, Side-Town. They got the Triforce out of level 4 and are heading back in.
Yep, looking for something. And Oasis says Costa's useless, and I believe I caught a glimpse of that. That was the book. And someone set us up the bomb guy for the vanilla price.
I think they're charging a ripoff today. I mean, we already have 8 bombs. Who needs more?
If it's a +6 upgrade, it would be worth it. If it was a +2, then yes, that would be a ripoff.
Oh, we have Wizrobes in level 7 with Gibdos, and in level 4 we see some Pose voices.
And Wallmasters, and Homer J. Smash unable to bomb through. So, no luck there. Truant Gamer getting cleaned out of money. It's just like, let's make a deal. Stopped on a whammy.
And we have a level 5 in our sights on Raiding Elementalist screen.
And that Inkblot to me looks like a chew from many of the other Zelda games, but it's sweating heavily because of the heat and humidity. Oh wow, free Triforce in level 5. Level 3. Now that is the definition of required segment.
Yeah, that does not look fun. I mean, at least it's only, like, this is a smaller segment to get to the other segments.
And Side-Town did come up with the raft at a level 4. Will that be of use? We shall see.
Unless we're playing, at dungeon locations and kind of find the raft, typically not useful, and we see is that a blue candle on Side-Town's screen?
It is. Raining Elementalist did pick up a blue candle from what was the sword spot, and level 3 has got the blue boomerang.
I mean, at least it's not exploding like a previous certain Battle Royale race.
Now, just the visual of that sounds funny.
I mean, if you had a bunch of blue boomerangs and they started exploding, I get why they're blue.
Truant Gamer with a well-timed clock to finish off the Pole's voice.
And Homer J. Smash is going through the gauntlet in that level 7 to get that Triforce. And we see Raining Elementalist picking up a heart container as the steer item in level 5.
This is going to be nasty, because what Homer J. Smash is going to try to want to do is bomb down to get through. Unfortunately, gets pulled through the door, although that might have been to save the room. Because by saving the room, is that when you exit re-enter a room, if you take a death, the room state is saved. But either way, it's pretty far deep into the dungeon.
Yeah, it would be another drive. And Trunk Gamer is exploring more level 3.
Unfortunately, Homer J. Smash gets sniped by the fireball after finding the bomb hole. Might have gotten a little greedy there with that bomb drop.
Yeah, but back to start of 7 he goes. This is really giving me some sort of reminiscence of First Quest 7.
Oh, it definitely is a mix of first and second Quest 7. Oh, hi, Goma. There's a Goma in level 3.
Bye, Goma!
Let's just hope it's not blocking anything important.
Yeah, the one thing I am noticing for this level 3, you have to clear out this room Trunk Gamer's in every time you up an A and have to reset and go back to the start of the dungeon. Oh, and we see Reigning Elementalists getting their Triforce out of 5.
Yep, so Rain is on the board. And we found any roads.
And where's Any Roads going to take us today?
And we're pretty close to the Triforce in level 3 on Truant's side.
Yeah, and
There's a red candle! Truant Gamer got it.
more firepower to them.
Okay, that last Any Road was actually pretty helpful because that's right up to Death Mountain in what's normally the top left corner, now the top right corner as a result of the flipped over world. Now we get an idea of 24 on the penalty for the door repair. Yikes.
That's tough. And we just saw Patra in level 7. And we find our staircase item in 7 is a heart container.
And apparently the hint guy is singing lyrics from Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'd be singing, but I don't want to get DCMA'd here.
Yeah, no DMCA, not happening. Because that is one landslide you don't want to get caught in.
And we see a Dig Dogger in 7, and Scytown's just noping out of that Patra room.
Yep, that Patra is not required.
For now, it might be in some other overworld dungeons.
Homer J. Smash getting a double bomb smoke on one of the Dodongos, and then just opts to... I see what he's doing. Instead of smoking the Dodongo, taking it out by feeding it 2 bombs to do a Kananaki. Nice play.
Yeah.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
and Scytown has a top throw.
I think there's a required staircase, and it might be in this room that Scytown is in. This is disgusting.
Yeah, it's nasty. And no red ring to help.
No ring, no magical shield. This could go bad very quickly. But Scytown has a good strategy here.
And we have found level 1 on Reigning Elementalist screen. It looks like a fire pit, like a bunch of logs stacked together.
Possibly. I say it looks more like a shuckle. Its head sticking out of the shell, and it is a transport staircase on Scytown's side. Is that required? Oh, yes, it is. And an Aquamentus awaits on the other side of it. Whew, that's nasty.
Oh gosh, that's nasty. But I agree with you about Chuckle, and we have 2 runners now in level 1. And weak Dark Nuts.
Sidetown is out of that gauntlet with the Triforce from level 7. And that might be putting it lightly.
Good riddance. And we see some spikes over on this side, and Truant Gamer, I think, was trying to Canana Key, but didn't. And we see the Aquamentus just getting, like, bopped.
Yeah, that's basically what it means when bosses have 0 HP. It's just basically one hit and they're down. Sidetown did try his hand at money-making game, but lost.
That was not a money-making game.
Well, that's what happens when you gamble. Sometimes you lose.
Don't you mean 9 out of 10 times the house wins?
Yeah, something like that, which is why you don't see me gambling at all.
I mean, Hyrule does have a history of gambling, and Sidetown grabs the any key.
At 6 hearts, guaranteed to grab it, and that'll be very useful. And speaking of useful, how about a red ring in level 1? Reigning Elementalist claiming the jewelry.
Yeah, and with that, ultimate protection against Wizrobes. And Sidetown finds level 2.
Truant Gamer just got red ring as well.
And we see level 2 looks like a broken shard or a puzzle piece.
Looks like somebody went and damaged the Millennium Shield from Yu-Gi-Oh!
And if I watched you,
upgrade is also in level 1.
And Homer J Smash is now entering level 5. And we have a compass, and literally useless compass.
Reigning Elementalist and Truant Gamer both getting the Triforce out of level 1. They're out of there.
Yeah, but don't they have more items in there?
There was the red ring in 1, as well as the white sword bomb upgrade, so that was 2 that I can account for.
And Truant Gamer's now in level 2. That level 2 is close to level 1.
That's always helpful. And our tracker calling out that there was a floor heart. And speaking of floor hearts, one of the 2 drops in level 2 was a floor heart in the blue land molar room.
Yeah, they're just giving all the love today. And we see Reigning Elementalist in level 4. And that Goma's not fun. Neither is this room in level 2 on Truant Gamer's side.
Yeah, Bubbles, Gibdo, Blue Wizrobe. Ugh, awful combination.
You forgot the like.
Well, yeah, that too.
We don't discriminate against pancakes here, or noodles, or any carbs.
Good point. And we've got a mugger room. It's 1 bomb off capacity or 2 keys, but with the any key, Sidetown has a free pass.
Though just in true Zelda 1 randomizer fashion, you find a bunch of keys after you get your any key, so key losses become inconsequential.
And of course, that happens because the game knows.
Yeah, the game just knows it likes to taunt you. Like how Sidetown's gonna find that red ring and one if he ever gets there. You know, we haven't seen our ladder at all today.
Well, not only that, I don't even think we've seen a ladder block as of yet.
Keyword, yet.
Yeah, because if it's me playing, I've probably found at least 2 by this point. And speaking of 2 floor hearts in level 2, Truant Gamer having to pay 2 keys.
I think we have a theme running there.
Yep, but Truant Gamer had to burn his last key to get... Oh, hey, speak of ladder, it was in level 5. Homer J. Smash just picked it up off the floor.
Well, that's good news. So not for raiding elementalists, because they're not gonna head back to 5 unless it's like a last item resort.
Unless they got the ladder and we didn't see it, which is possible. Now
True.
Homer J. Smash has the Triforce out of 5 and is on the board. With Truant Gamer also getting the Annie key.
And wow, Truant Gamer has saved up a lot of rupees, not hitting much, maybe hitting all the door repairs earlier.
Possibly, but I'm looking at Sidetown, who is in level 6, and...
Ew.
First off, that ink blot looks like a mutated First Quest 7. The only other question I'm asking is, how many rooms?
Well, according to our lovely Oasis here, level 6 is 20 rooms.
No, that's level 5.
Oh, never mind, I cannot read.
Alright, let's see here.
1. Yeah, and I agree with your assessment on level 6. It's like you knew what I was going to say before I said it. Oh, and Raiding Elementalist does have their ladder.
Yep, grabbed it in level 5. We didn't see it, and it is a 35-room 6.
Yeah, I think this is practice for a 9.
That is one of the larger level 6s we have seen in some time. I've seen it go up to as much as 42 rooms. This is just 7 off of that.
Wait, a 42-room level 6?
Yep,
Who in their right mind would submit to that type of seed?
Oh boy, I personally would not want to be in there too long, because at that point, if it starts to take too long, I'm out of there, and I'll return. Because that is a massive time sink.
Yeah, and especially because Sidetown doesn't have the advantage of having the red ring.
Especially with those Danger Noodles. Although Reigning Elementalist just got the Triforce out of 4.
Slowly but steadily, Raiding Elementalist is climbing up the board.
And thankfully, with permanent sword beams, that makes dealing with Danger Noodles a little bit easier, and I just caught a glimpse of what our large secret is for this seed. It's a 96, so...
Not poverty anymore?
I think that's more towards an average money seed, maybe a bit on the lesser side, but I could be mistaken there, but it's very close to average.
But the question is it laws approved?
Not quite. Would have had to cross 110. But it's not frowned upon by laws. It's just a few rupees off from that.
Yeah, the Truant Gamer is at the cap. And has no need to spend that money on the blue ring, so maybe they might want to try to picking up some arrows in case the silvers are being pesky.
Silver's blocked by a Goma, like any of the Gomas we've seen thus far.
Yeah, to You know, we never exclaimed how big level 8 is.
Yeah, that's a pretty large one in its own right. And Lord Banana's been found in 6.
Okay.
With a
So
meat
we have a
block
Lord
in
Banana.
8.
We don't have a croissant yet. Or a churro, that's a recorder.
That's a 34-room level 8, if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, I'm not counting that. My eyes will murder me.
Yep, that's a mood.
And we see Sci-Town is still navigating this level 6, and that Triforce is like all the way at the bottom there.
And there is a power bracelet in level 8 for Reigning Elementalists. Now, I believe we found 1 through 8. So the only way that could be required is if level 9 is blocked by one of the many push spots on the overworld. Second quest overworld has more than the standard 4.
Yep. And we see Homer J. Smash is heading into level 1. And we see... Okay, that it was us. Okay, let's count. That says 15. So if our maximum bomb count is 8, why can't I math?
I believe they picked up the White Sword Bomb upgrade in level 1, and then got 5. And Sci-Town, by virtue of having to take the long road around the Goma, came up with the Recorder in level 6. And now the Triforce out of 6 will not be returning to that dungeon for sure.
Yeah, but in this flag set, the Recorder takes you to unbeaten dungeons. So that means less time to explore.
Well, level 9's under a burn spot, so that power bracelet is not required.
So, is Sci-Town going to be taking advantage of the flute to get to the other overworld dungeons real fast?
We shall see. Still appears as though they're checking some other spots. But there's also 10 recorder spots on the overworld in second quest, so recorder's value goes up considerably.
Yeah, but we also are kind of, we haven't seen 2 important things tonight. That the only things left unfilled on our tracker of item locations.
We found everything but the bow and the silver arrows, which is highly unusual. Normally by this point we found at least one of those. This is unusual. We haven't seen either or.
We haven't found the skewers to roast the pig.
And Homer J. Smash picks up the bomb upgrade out of level 1. I don't think this... Wait, was that a +4? If that's the case, the bomb upgrade was a +3 for 100, which would be a bit disappointing. Either way, that's Triforce number 2 for Homer J. Smash.
And we're seeing Reigning Elementalists tear up this level 8, and hopefully we'll see that Triforce out of there soon.
We shall see, but look at their key count. 11. Double-digit keys. You don't see that very often. Oh, there's the bow! I barely saw it!
Yeah, it's there.
Bottom right corner of level 8. Holy smokes, that's a spot for it.
Yeah, that's gonna be quite the hunt. But you know what this means? Our silvers are in level 9.
That's right, so level 9 tonight's gonna be 3 things that they're after instead of the 2. As Homer J. Smash has a Patra Wayne sighting. And yeah, it lived up to the billing.
So, with this being level 9, it's going to have our silvers and other heart containers, I believe?
It's what it's looking like. I don't think we've seen everything out of level 8. Or am I mistaken?
I don't think we've seen everything out of level 8. If not, we were not paying enough attention.
Or we missed it due to something else going on, and that's a transport staircase. Our tracker believes it was a stair heart, which is a plausible option and explanation.
Indeed. And wow,
this is kind of person that is not up for debate. You know what else is not up for debate? Reigning Elementalist finding the Triforce room.
Yeah, and it couldn't be and it's not too close to our Triforce room, to where our bow is, but it's also kind of out of the way.
And of course, you see the compass after finding where the Triforce is.
It's like this game is trying to tell you something.
It's trying to say that I know what's going on.
You know, none of our other runners have gone to check the Armos items. Truant Gamer, never mind. Truant Gamer and Homer J Smash did, but I'm surprised Scytown didn't yet.
Well, yep, that is a staircase heart in level 8, so that's everything out of 8. And Homer J. Smash just pays up the keys.
With our silvers being a 9, the question is it going to be in a stairwell or is it going to be a floor item?
Well, for level 9, it's always going to be 2 basement staircases, so the real question is, are we going to have that rare scenario where you have to bomb out of Ganon's room to get the silvers? I've only heard of that happening. I've never seen it.
Well, the legends state that once in a blue moon, the randomizer will do something ridiculously trolly like that. And with that, Scytown gets their Triforce out of level 1. Has anyone seen if Scytown went and picked up the red ring or not?
Based off Sprite, I would say yes.
Okay, so Scytown is getting the heck out of Dodge for level 1. And that's 5 Triforces on the board.
And yummy inputs happening on the tracker's end. That does happen sometimes. And we found where the magical sword bomb upgrade is. That'll take anywhere between 10 to 14 hearts to get, but not really necessary.
I mean, Truant Gamer has all the firepower they can get. And we're getting some more overworld exploration. I'm just wondering, why didn't Scytown use the recorder to get around to the unbeaten dungeons?
Perhaps Scytown didn't realize that was in the flag set.
So our moral of the story is always read your flags and very closely.
Yep, and that goes for all other randomizers too.
Okay, gang, you're not sorry about that whammy.
We have found a shop that sells arrows, but Homer J. Smash either wasn't interested or was short on rupees, and I believe it was short on rupees.
Yeah, well, arrows are kind of expensive. We can't wait to bomb some more Dodongos on Shroom Gamer's screen, and they get the bomb out of the Dodongo, and we see a push block out of there. Those 2 rooms earlier in level 7 were quite cheeky.
Yeah, indeed.
Wait.
Actually, there's a theme. I just realized there's a theme with the money drops as well as the penalty. They're all multiples of 4.
Oh gosh.
And that's a wooden arrow purchase for Reigning Elementalists, just in case.
But little do they know is that arrows are going to be quite useful if they run into some Gomas in level 9.
Yeah, like a Goma could actually be blocking the silvers in this situation. It is not too far-fetched.
And we see Truant Gamer in that nasty Wizard room in level 7, and I think Reigning Elementalist just lost the money-making game.
Yep, it's safe to say that you just lost the game.
And Truant Gamer just happily getting through that Wizard room in like no time. And is taking that transport staircase to the end of level 7, and is going to get their Triforce out of there.
Yeah, that was very well played on that blue Wizrobe room, opting to use bomb strats to do as much damage as possible to the Wizrobes that were in the crowd. Very well done.
And we see Homer J. Smash just noping out of that blue boomerang, or magical boomerang, or whatever you call it.
A piece of scrap metal. Fury's favorite, other names included.
Yeah. And we see those buyers. I think that's what they were. Buyers. I think that's what they're called. They were in level 3, taking like literally 1 hit to kill. And Truant Gamer, I think, picked up some bombs from the shop.
Yeah, when the Vyres roll low, they're very easy to deal with. Otherwise, they get knocked back into the wall and red bats spread around, and that's when they're not so easy to deal with, because those separate bats also have their own HP roll for plus or minus HP.
I'm sorry, game. When did we start playing Ocarina? When did we start playing Zooter?
I think that was just a guest character standing in for one reason or another.
Surprise! We're in the failed timeline.
And Truant Gamer finds a reverse C staircase that doesn't budge. The wall does, though.
None shall pass, that's redundant.
Yeah, also an unrequired bait block.
And with the Dark Nuts just taking 1 hit to kill, Truant Gamer gets a push block into a staircase to find Le Croissant. Inside town, still looking for a way to get to that Triforce, all the way in that little edge of level 3 there.
Homer J. Smash just grabbed a Triforce. And Truant Gamer sees Goma Room, nopes out, but little does he know, if he keeps going to the right here, he might eventually get to the bow. Emphasis on might. He has to take the right turns, though.
Yup. There's only so many ways you can go in level 8. And we see this Pose Voice Room in level 3, which is absolutely brutal to deal with without the bow.
With permanent sword beams, not so bad.
Yeah, but it's still, you have to poke them. And we see more exploration, and I think we're seeing a Goma fight. Well, that was a fast Goma fight in level 3.
Yep. Bosses having 0 HP means even the blue Gomas go down quick, and Reigning Elementalist picks up the red candle, and now the Triforce out of 3.
And it's getting the heck out of there.
Oh hey, so's Sci-Town in terms of Triforces, so now, with 6 Triforces between the two of them, the dungeons they need are radically different, as Sci-Town needs 5 and 8, while Reigning Elementalist needs 6, 7, and 2. Whoops, I missed that. It's Sci-Town in the Triforce lead.
Yeah, and as the runners high-fived each other, we're getting some more overworld exploration. And we see another rupee small secret.
And Truant Gamer picks up the bow off the ground in 8.
Yeah, that bow is going to be kind of make it or break it for this seed.
Well, here's an interesting move that we do not see typically in a Z1R seed, Reigning Elementalist picking up a magical shield. Now, this shield will reflect Wizrobe beams so that they don't hurt Link. However, if you get caught by a like, you have about 4 seconds to kill it, or else your shield's going to get eaten.
I knew your shields got eaten, but I've never seen someone use the magical shield.
It's a rarity for a rando seed, just because generally it's not worth it, and if you get caught by a like, you lose it, so you have to buy a replacement. Generally, most runners don't take the time for that.
I mean, you gotta go fast. And we see Homer J Smash just saying nope to that bait block and is continuing in level 8 to find that Triforce. And hopefully they will get their bow.
And our tracker does point out there's always boomstick seeds, and that is true because a boomstick seed does put a magical shield into the item pool.
Yeah, I love a good boomstick seed. And as we see more exploration, Homer J Smash is on level 8 and is heading in the wrong direction.
Sci-Town checking a rat spot, and it's just money.
But you know the saying, money makes the world go round.
Yeah, that's true. This is a second quest overworld.
And if you're wondering, this world is mirrored from the original one. Take it and flip it backwards.
Yeah, talk about really turning the world on its head.
Yeah. At least it's not upside down. Oh no, I'm giving ideas.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if that could somehow work, but oh my goodness. Yep, we are definitely giving Fred ideas.
Yeah, I should give him a suggestion sometime. For those of you who are wondering,
I usually stick to community hints and text suggestions. That's about it. And and our tracker does point out that Fred is racing right now this particular seed, so
yeah.
Oh,
and for
so
those of you
Fred,
who are
well, to Fred, all I say is, well, as we find it, a shoot room. The only thing I would say to Fred at this point is, I just want to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you.
Hey, you forgot the other phrase, son of a monkey.
He's probably said that a few times too. I have to check with Crimbot on that one.
Yeah. And for those of you wondering, Fred is otherwise known as Fred Coughlin. He is the creator of this beautiful randomizer, along with doing stuff for the Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer as well.
And Truant Gamer has found level 9. Our tracker points out that the monkey tracker is at 4, and Truant Gamer is in 6. And this was not a pleasant Triforce to get to, but if Truant is still able to get to it, which I'm sure he will, he'll also come up with a recorder, which will be very helpful.
Yeah. So, I am going to have to ask Sides if he comes in to speak on what, if he didn't read that flag about the recorder taking it to unbeaten dungeons, because that just would have been useful without having to traverse the overworld and could have cut out a couple of minutes of time.
Homer J. Smashes is trying to get towards the center of the dungeon, which is not a bad idea considering the health situation.
I don't think, I just saw that meteor insurance line. I don't think we needed it in this timeline. I mean, we're not in Termina.
Not wrong there. If it was Termina, that would probably be more apt. Although in reality, that'd be more like moon insurance.
And we see Homer J. Smash taking noping out of his transport, and we see Sci-Town in level 5 finally. And is 4 rupees short of that bomb upgrade.
Which actually would be very helpful, because Sci-Town is down to 1 bomb. At this point, getting the upgrade would be very helpful, because that would also be a refill, but he's just going to settle on grabbing the Triforce and exiting, maybe?
Yeah, and if he exits and finds a shop, that means he's taking the walk of shame. At least it's not 9! Oh!
Nope,
Sci-Town's going back in.
Which is a smart call, because even though we haven't seen a ladder block yet, I would be led to believe that it's going to happen, unless this turns out to be a true ladderless scene, which is a rarity that can happen.
And Sci-Town got exactly the 5 rupee he needed just to get that bomb upgrade, and gets that refill to 15 bombs. Now that's a lot of fireworks.
And now Homer J. Smash has the Triforce out of level 8. I don't believe the bow was picked up, so it would be wise of them to go back in for that. And Sci-Town is dealing with a dig dogger, or rather was. Uh-oh, Homer J. Smash leaving. Oh wait, they did get the bow. Never mind. I didn't
good.
see it.
So all we have to do left, Sci-Town is literally just on a hunt for that bow and has to get that wand.
And that wand's at an early game Arma spot. I'm surprised Sci-Town hasn't gone there yet.
Yeah, it's quite unusual because the Arma spots are usually one of the first checks runners doing these type of seeds.
Oh shoot, that mugger room to get the Triforce out of level 2 was required. As reigning elementalist finds themselves in a vertical shoot room. No way around that one, I'm afraid.
And having to face all those Wizrobes sniping on you, I'm glad reigning elementals had the red ring.
Yeah, for sure. I'll also take a max bomb instead of a key or 2.
That's strange. Keys. Unless they're saving all those keys for level 9.
Which is very possible at this point, because at this point, I don't see any key getting picked up.
But if they get the any key, all that key saving's gonna go to waste. I mean, because they're still in. Rating Elementalist is still in a hunt on a silvers, and it'd be quicker to check the white sword item than just go diving level 9.
Sidetown did just pick up the ladder.
And takes that manhandler out, no problem, gets a fairy for his troubles. And now we're in a room.
And Reigning Elementalist just picked up the any key as Truant Gamer now has the recorder.
And let's see if Truant Gamer is going to make use of that recorder to get to level 4. And Sidetown is getting out of level 5 after seeing the second item in there.
So that just leaves level 8 for Sidetown as Truant Gamer has the Triforce out of 6, and the one to go for him is level 4.
Yeah, and let's see if Truant Gamer makes use of the recorder. And no. I'm just really surprised no one is utilizing that recorder on stream. I mean, I know it's not going to take you to level 9, but it'd still be useful for traversing the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is not a strategy I expected to see here.
Or maybe they didn't read the flags and see that. I mean, because most people usually, when reading this stuff, go, swordless, oh no. Shapes, oh no. Second quest, overworld, oh no, please don't hurt me anymore, I'm not reading any more of this.
Yeah, definitely, because, it could have been worse. Could have been extra bosses. Homer J. Smash finds level 9, as does Reigning Elementalist.
You know, at least the bosses didn't roll up the seed.
Yeah, that would have been bad, and Reigning Elementalist has seen where level 6 is, and is not going inside right away. That's unusual.
That's a choice. Well, Homer J. Smash is dipping into that 6 and gets the compass and knows where that Triforce is.
Knows that it's in a pretty disgusting spot, although I can't say I know for sure why Reigning Elementalist opted to not go in 6. I couldn't even begin to guess.
Maybe it was a misclick on their personal tracker and they think they cleared 6. That could be a possibility. It has happened to many people before.
Could be trying to find something for all we know. And our tracker does point out that there is a ladder block for 8. Third room in is a Chevy room.
Oh dear. And Sidetown is just blazing through this level 8 and is hopefully going to get their bow soon. You just gotta keep going right.
And yeah, so it does go to dungeons you haven't beaten, but their old location. That's probably why we haven't seen the recorder getting played.
Oh. And Reigning Elementalist is in level 6. And we see Sidetown exploring the east of this level 8. And needs to go south to find that bow.
And there's something you need in order to shoot the bow in this game. Not just arrows, but money. Raining Elementalist was at 0 rupees and was not able to finish that Goma off. Won't be anything of consequence, mind you, but still annoying.
And we're seeing Saitown's only at 21 rupees. So Saitown's gonna have to start saving up for Ganon at least, or be more conscious about their arrow usage.
Absolutely. Although they're in the wrong corner of the dungeon for the bow.
Yeah, this would be a nasty 8 to double dip. Okay, all runners are confirmed to have the wands, thanks to our lovely tracker.
And Truant Gamer has found the paper. It is underneath the Recorder Lake that is First Quest 2 in First Quest. Second quest, that location's a lake.
So, I wonder, are they gonna get Coke or Pepsi?
Jury's out on that one. But Truant Gamer finds a door repair instead.
Yep.
And to those of you coming over from Speed Gaming 3, welcome, and thanks to Speed Gaming 3 for the raid. This is the Zelda 1 Randomizer Weekly, where we are playing a flag set known as Sworded Swordless. It is a swordless seed with a catch. You start with the white sword with a chance of having the magical sword, but you need the wand in order to defeat Ganon, as well as the usual bow and silver arrows.
And we have a second quest overworld along with Shapes Dungeons. And a couple other little treats alongside, as well as a bunch of community hints laying throughout the whole seed. Come on, Saitown, you're near that bow. I believe in you. And now, please head somewhere around here.
Yep, this is the room. Sidetown's got to clear it. They'll have the bow, and then they'll need to go and get the Triforce. They had the right idea, just didn't take the right. Just unfortunate with the route.
And Sidetown gets their bow. And once they get that Triforce, they're going to be ready to head over to level 9. And we see Homer J. Smash and Raining Elementalist exploring this 6. And Homer J. Smash is opting not to get the Triforce and is doing a little bit of exploration.
This exploration will pay off because I believe they'll still be able to find the recorder. However, but they also saved a bit of time over their opponents who had to take the long way around just to get to the Triforce with the recorder on the route.
Yeah, Homer G. Smash had a quick 6, and we see Raining Elementalist is quite a bit far away from that Triforce in 6.
And speaking of Triforces, that's the level 6 Triforce for Homer J. Smash. 1 to go in order to be able to get into level 9. Saitown trying to find the Triforce in level 8 in order to get to level 9. Almost there, but not quite.
Yeah, close but no cigar. And we see Truant Gamer enter level 4 and is gonna quickly be able to get the Triforce out of here.
Side-Town wants that final item out of 8. Do not blame him whatsoever, because you do not want to come back to this particular dungeon, especially going this deep.
Yeah. Being thorough can sometimes be a good thing, but not tonight.
Yep, not always either. And now I don't know where Side-Town is going.
Why north, of course.
Yeah, but I don't understand the reason. Oh, that's where the other basement item was. And it was a heart. I don't think all of our runners saw that. So if that was Silver's, that would have been a huge advantage for Side-Town. It was not. But that's the 8th Triforce. And now it's about time for level 9.
And level 9 has a bit of a special reputation. It is known as the Great Equalizer because level 9, you have to take many twists and turns to find the roar and the door.
Absolutely, but there's one more thing on tap for that tonight, and that would be the Silvers, because by process of elimination, we know the Silvers are in level 9.
And level 9 in shapes is especially not nice because it's just a big block.
Yep, 61 rooms. Have fun with that, folks.
That's not going to be fun to track.
Chat correcting me, only 53 because it's 7 by 8 with 3 rooms missing. I'm used to it being 8 by 8.
You sound so disappointed.
Either way. And the old man is doing a Hylian version of the Price is Right host Bob Barker, saying, have your Octoroks spayed or neutered. But we're not done yet.
When did Octoroks become pets? I thought cuckoos were the only canonical pets in Zelda.
Maybe
and the
horses
horses
and pets for all we know, which is still very...
Now I'm remembering the loft wings from a certain Skyward Sword.
As my truant gamer going back into level 4 for the item does have 8 Triforces. Now for level 9, there are 6 sets of transport staircases and 2 basement staircases. We're after the basement staircase that has the silver arrows. That's a transport for Side-Town. Because you're trying to find where the silvers are, taking the staircases actually eliminates the amount of pairs you have to look for. And Homer J. Smash now has all 8 Triforce pieces.
And I don't know if Raiding Elementalists ever hit level 7 earlier, but now they're in level 7 and looking for that Triforce. And they're going to be slightly disappointed when they find out that the Triforce is all the way at the bottom of that tip.
All the way in the back.
And we see a bunch of bomb holes in level 9.
Ganon did not believe in doors, and there's Zelda's room, but Zelda isn't there.
I guess our princess is in another castle. I'd love for our princess to be in another level, but I know that can't happen.
Yep, one of the things that just isn't quite possible with this rando, but that's just the way it goes.
And we see whiz robes in a Chevy room. That's no fun.
Side-Town got the job done, got out of there.
Yeah, but more exploration. A bunch of likes here. And Sidetown easily takes out the light bikes and has a push block into a staircase, which is another transport. Oh, Truant Gamer's a 9.
And now we have ourselves a single shutter door. Sidetown's going to clear this room. If that door stays closed, we found Zelda. But it pops open, so the search continues.
Yep. And we have a rupee boss.
And that push block is saying no to moving.
Some blocks are just stubborn and don't want to move. At least the jellies aren't, like, beefy tonight.
Yeah, super beefy gels and Zols are not fun to deal with at all.
No. And I wonder what Homer J. Smash is looking for in this level 4. Because they're only going to pull up the... Oh, they're looking for the silvers.
Yeah, but the silvers are not in 4. It'll be the raft that gets found instead.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of bad news. Okay, thank you. So, Homer J. Smash is still looking for the...
Oh, I think we just found Zelda and Truant Gamer's side. After the rupee boss was cleared, the door stayed shut and the push block did not move.
And I believe you start from, like, the southwest of the dungeon, like all the way in the bottom right corner.
Yep, in the southeast. There's
so
the
it's not
compass.
too far from start.
Truant Gamer finding another transport. Sidetown finding a block that does not move. And Homer J. Smash having to buy some bombs here as he was out.
Ah, yes. The Walk of Shame.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot, indeed. And we see Truant Gamer in a reverse C room and is going to check that and see if that's our item staircase. Is it?
Nope.
No!
So it was the right idea, but not the right thing. So the search continues and was on the other side of that shoot room.
Oh, shoot, my heart.
Sidetown's gonna watch it has run out of bombs. With most of this 9 explored, is gonna have to either find an enemy that drops or go out and buy bombs. There's really no choice here.
And Sidetown takes the Walk of Shame out of level 9. And Truant Gamer takes...
bomb shop nearby.
Yeah, but it can only afford 1 bomb refill and is 2 rupees short of that next refill.
That's all 8 Triforces for Reigning Elementalist.
Yeah, and Truant Gamer's getting covering a lot of lost ground in the time Sidetown has the lead to get bombs. Okay. Wait. Beyonce's in Hyrule.
That old man's clowning.
My hopes just got dashed. Dang it.
But you never know. Maybe that does happen someday.
A Beyonce concert in Hyrule. Now that would be a sight to behold.
Sidetown knows that that's Zelda's room, so doesn't even bother with the push block.
Useless compass is useless. And we're still on the hunt for those silvers. So, from what we've seen on Sci-Town's map by process of elimination, it has to be somewhere in the north. North, south, east. Yeah, northeast.
Yep, the northeast is all 4 of our featured runners are now in level 9.
Yeah, and we still haven't found those silvers yet. And Sci-Town is reworking his way all the way across to that area of level 9. And we'll hopefully get some exploration out of it this time. We have a push block. Is it going to be our silvers? No, it's another transport.
And it goes 1 room down, Two-Face and Aquamentus.
Yeah, that's a useless transport. Thanks, game. It's like it really wants to mess with everyone tonight.
Yeah, it looks like level 9 is doing level 9 things tonight.
There's a reason it's considered the great equalizer. And we have a staircase. Is it going to be it? No, it's another transport. Have we seen all of them is the question.
I want to say we have, but whether we've seen all the solutions yet, no, we still got the northeast, and I don't think we've heard a roar yet.
No, we have not. So Ganon has to be lurking around there somewhere. And Sci-Town bombs up. Are we going to find a... Nope, no staircase room. Next.
Are you sure about that? Because Sci-Town found the
never
staircase, found the silvers, he's in go mode.
Alright. Oh! Truant Gamer left? No, left to 9. I don't know if that was for a bomb walk of shame or to search somewhere else, but Truant Gamer's back in 9, and now all Sci-Town has to do is locate Ganon, and then he'll be all set.
He's potioning up. I get the feeling that he thinks he's close. Last bomb, and it doesn't go.
Oh no, Sci-Town's gonna have to pray for a bomb drop somewhere, otherwise he's gonna have to up an A out of 9 to go back to that bomb shop again.
Or if he gets lucky with that Gibdo, could potentially get a bomb that way. Ooh, this room's got 4 bomb-dropping enemies in it, or 5. Hopefully he gets lucky and gets one, because having to take that walk back, you would hate to see. And unfortunately,
And no!
That's what it's looking like. No, actually, he knew where it was. Here's Ganon. It'll take 8 hits with the wand to set up Ganon for the silvers.
And it'll be faster than you can blink an eye with that stun block.
And that's a perfect stun lock. Down goes Ganon. We got Bacon, and Sci-Town has the Triforce of Power. And now it's only a matter of time before he gets onto the path to save the kidnapped.
Okay. And, come on. Any second now.
He's working his way through, clearing out the enemies. Unfortunate that old man was right there, because that takes away a potential bomb hole. But it is what it is.
And any second,
And he's making the turn, rounding third, headed for home. Get your GGs in chat for Sci-Town.
And Sci-Town. Okay. Now I can say the time. Sci-Town finishes in first place in Reach Stream and first place overall with a 1:13.43.
Very well done.
And we literally just had a second place finisher 1 minute later with J Cobra at 1 hour 14 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah, not even a minute, like 59 seconds apart. Very well done.
Now we wait. And we're going to see if Sci-Town wants to come in and talk.
And for those wondering about the recorder theme, that was Nitro Man from Mega Man 10.
Wait, people play Mega Man?
Yeah, 9 and 10 were the two classic Mega Man games that were made as though they were NES-style Mega Man games. Mega Man 11, on the other hand, was truly modern.
Okay. Capcom at least pays attention to Mega Man.
And Truant Gamer has the silvers, and now is in go mode.
Now all Truant Gamer has to do is find that pig.
But Reigning Elementalist finds the pig first, so here's Ganon.
But no silvers.
Nope, we got silvers, but they're trying to use a sword, realize it's not working, switches to the wand, that's what you have to use here.
And that was one hit I think I saw.
Yep, a Hyrule Driver will do a full heart of damage, while a Fireball will only do a quarter. You don't see the quarter, you only see the half, but Reigning Elementalist has finished Ganon off. Tries to bomb out of Ganon's room, no dice, but has the Triforce of Power. Wait, do they not know where the kidnapped is? Because that would be wow, that is a twist.
They never came across the compass in their exploration of 9.
And I believe Truant Gamer just found himself outside of Ganon's room. Won't be able to bomb over. There's only one path to both Ganon, the kidnapped, and honestly, one path for all three in this 9. This 9 was nasty.
Yeah, they spent a good chunk of time in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All 4 of our featured runners have.
And we still see some of our other runner, Homer J. Smash, looking for those silvers. And Reigning Elementalist is sort of near Zelda's room, but needs to go north a little bit.
Not going to be able to bomb into it. Won't be able to bomb north here, but Truant Gamer has found the way to Ganon. So round 3 versus the pig.
Fight! And we see Truant Gamer getting out stun lock on Ganon and gets that kill on the pig. And right now we are joined by Sci-Town.
GG, Sci-Town. That was a well-played seed out of you. I gotta say, that level 9 was disgusting.
Yeah, that was pretty filthy. Other than that, it felt like the seed went pretty decent. Other than finding 5 last with the ladder, that was pretty bad. But yeah, you just had to find everything this seed, I guess. So
absolutely,
just one of those.
You practically flew through this seed.
Yeah, I felt really good up until having to find 5. I think it was 46 minutes. I had 7 Triforces, so and then I ended up full clear in the overworld except for Power Bracelet and 2 spots. So I wish I'd have turned left out of that Take Any instead of going up through Death Mountain, because if I would have went left, I would have saved about 8 or 9 minutes. But it happens, so not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, focusing on the action for a second, Reigning Elementalist took second on Restream, 7 seconds ahead of Truant Gamer, the times being 1:18:40 and 1:18:47 respectively.
And they took 3rd and 4th overall.
And we are now joined by Reigning Elementalist. GG, that was a seed, and that was a 9.
GG. I mean, it was a fairly decent 9, not too trolly.
And we are joined by... Is that Truant Gamer?
Yes, it is. That is Truant Gamer. GG, Truant. Wow, that was a close finish between you and Reigning Elementalist.
Yeah, I saw it coming down to the wire once he popped in, 7 seconds beforehand?
Yeah. It's a good thing I up and 8, otherwise I would have spent more time.
So how did you feel about that 9 this seed?
Definitely longer than my usual level 9s.
I know, I didn't care for it too much, but it probably would have been better if I had bombs.
Yes.
Yeah, we had many dips out of... I know Sci-Town dipped out of 9 once for bombs, I think. I'm probably not the only one.
I entered 9 with 4 bombs, I want to say. Maybe 8.
I entered 9 with 15 and ran out and left and bought 4 more. It was bad. I got caught in rooms with gels and bats, and I couldn't 10 spot them, so it didn't work out too good for me today on that front.
Yeah, I think I had 3 going in, and I was trying to be cautious, but those first 2 or 3 staircases that just took you to single rooms, you're trying to bomb around, it's like, what do I do now?
Yeah, they killed my bomb count for sure, and I couldn't get a drop out of anything that would possibly drop it.
Nope, you had those nice 3 rooms in a row that should have been big bomb droppers, and I couldn't get anything until I went and got bombs.
Friggin' A, yeah, same deal, Truant.
I even marked them on my tracker as bomb room, bomb room, bomb room, and nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a case of the game knows for sure.
This game likes to taunt runners like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I read the flags wrong because I had assumed silvers wouldn't be in 9. So I pretty much dug every dungeon looking for silvers.
It was a happy accident. It's not set to be a 9.
Yeah, it didn't have to be.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
rolled to be that way. Because if the flag set is ticked to 4 silvers into 9, then Red Ring also gets forced into 9.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, why didn't you guys use... Because in the flag, as it said, the recorder would take you to unbeaten dungeons. Why wasn't that utilized more?
Oh, well, I mean, for me, I got recorder, like, dead last.
Because I know Sci-Town got it pretty early on.
Yeah, the flags also take you to original dungeons, so you wouldn't go to the new dungeon. You'd go back to vanilla 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it wouldn't have come in handy except for possibly 8, since vanilla 8 was near where 8 is. So other than that one, there really wasn't a use for it, and it wasn't a big enough time difference between where you started and where 8 whistle would be. So I just walked. It didn't really do too much this seed. I've had seeds where it was really helpful. The only 2 overworld spots I didn't check other than Power Bracelet were the White Sword Cave and the Waterfall Cave. At one point when I didn't have 5 yet and it was my last spot, if that wasn't there, I was whistling over to Vanilla 5 in order to check those 2 spots. That would have been the only way I would have actually used to recorder this seed.
That's interesting to know.
I'm just saying, when I had like 4 Triforces in like 20 minutes, I thought for sure I was like in the lead because I didn't think anyone would be dipping Death Mountain that early.
Yeah, that was my last area. So not getting the ladder until the very end was harmful. But other than that, it was good seed.
I believe Homer J. Smash might have just found a fast route to the Silvers and to Ganon, and knows where Zelda is. I think Homer J. Smash is going to smash everybody's 9 time.
Yeah.
Because for the final time tonight, here's Ganon.
Guys, I'm going to step out, but have yourselves a good evening. Thank you for doing announcing and tracking and restreaming. Really do appreciate it, everybody. Have yourselves a good night.
Have a good night, GG.
What was that for me? Like a 30 room level 9?
53. I believe.
Can you scroll up in chat?
Yeah, it's about 30 rooms. My level 9s are normally like 12 rooms at most. So
So
I just
how do you
wanna-
feel about that level 6?
oh boy, that level 6 was fun.
7 was also quite disgusting in its own way.
6 was another one that I didn't have bombs in, so I was trying to be very cautious and work my way around into the corners before I got down to where the Triforce was.
Yeah, by not having Bo, it worked out that you found the recorder, but it wasn't needed for this seed. Oh yeah, get your GGs in chat for all 4 of our featured runners as Homer J. Smash brings it home with a time of 1:25.52, and that's a 9th place time overall, as Shaddy took 5th with a 1:19.18. Fred Coughlin took 6th with a 1:19.49. Potato Pony 7th, 1:23.20. Mr. Cabin 8th with a 1:23.26. And Chess Jerk CJ taking 10th with a 1:26.09.
That was a close finish.
Very close finishes indeed, and we are now joined by Homer J. Smash. GG.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, appreciate that.
We are glad to inform you you had the fastest time of level 9 out of all of our restream runners tonight.
Well, I find that very hard to believe.
No, really. You basically just blasted through that 9 where everybody else was just checking all the staircases. You just happened to take the correct route to get to the Silvers fastest, to get from Silvers to Ganon without taking staircases. It was well done.
It was a beautiful speed run of 9.
I mean, I feel like you're talking about somebody else because I found every single staircase and I had to leave to go get bombs. So I don't know. I think you guys were watching somebody else.
Well, I know if I had a faster 9, that definitely would have made me get first, I think. I spent a lot of time in 9.
Yeah, this 9 was not a nice one this seed.
Yeah, I figured I lost the race when the first dungeon I found was 7 and spent a good chunk of there just to get 2 hearts and no Triforce. And then all the other dungeons, it seemed like were in pretty easy to find places. And digging out the recorder and the power bracelet and everything else that was not required in the seed didn't do me any wonders, that's for sure. And I definitely tried to stab Ganon with the sword.
I also made sure to buy the shield.
It was interesting because usually we don't see the shield unless like it's occasionally someone grabs it in a boomstick seed. So it was nice seeing the shield for once.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the big shield. I know a lot of people dislike it, but I'm like one of the few that will pick it up.
Yeah, I'm one of the ones where I won't pick it up unless there's something really nasty going on.
You mean like that wizard room in that 7 that connected to that staircase?
Oh yeah, I think I also found Red Ring really early as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got that about 26 minutes, 27 minutes in. Definitely could have used that in 7. I would have been able to. I would have attempted the wizard room. I wasn't going to do that 3 hearts, or I think I had 5 hearts at that point. Green tunic. Yeah. No, thank you. But anyway.
Town, the Mad Lad did it early on, with like a lower, like around 4 or 5 hearts, or was it 6? No red ring.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah,
maybe
that
I
was
know
crazy.
time.
Not something I would do because I'd just hit a wall.
Yeah, I figured he would do that. Well, anyways, I gotta get out of here early, but I just want to say appreciate the restream and everything. You guys have a wonderful evening.
You too, GG.
GG's. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Thanks, you too.
All right, any final thoughts from anyone before we start to wrap things up for tonight?
Overall, I felt the scene was pretty generous. If I'm being honest, I had like 16 keys before I found the any key.
I was
Yeah.
starting to wonder if you were going to just not grab the any key and just see how many keys you were going to finish the seed with.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about it.
I'm
Would've been
going that any key after having like 16 keys, because that's just how this game works.
Yeah. I think the most keys I've got was like 24, 25.
I didn't know the key counter could go that high.
I think if memory serves, it maxes out at the same number as the number of rupees, but I've never tried it, so I think that's something Fred would know for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to have broken a few brains tonight because I know that Mirrored Overworld isn't a big popular one, so I'm sure there's probably some people watching too that are kind of thrown off by how backwards it was.
It was backwards, but it was a lot of fun to watch, and I'll admit my mind was blown by how well that Mirrored Overworld was navigated.
Yeah.
5 is the max for keys, by the way.
Oh, is it? Well, I know I'm used to like playing on Reverse Overworld as well as maybe not this Randall, but I'm also used to playing Upside Down, so a lot of crazy stuff. So
We were talking about that earlier, having the map flip upside down.
oh yeah, those are really fun.
That would be an interesting flag set.
Now that would be wild to see on a weekly at some point. Well, not tonight, obviously, but let's just say you want to talk about mind-blowing? Yeah. That would be quite mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's not like anything like that could happen anytime soon.
So what you're saying is next week I'll be here.
Maybe, maybe not. That's not for us to say.
About next week, the only thing I'm going to say is watch the Zelda 1 Rando Discord. That's all I'm going to say about that.
It will be quite the pleasant treat. And anyways, I think we should start wrapping up for the night. As Leslie put the magical Z1R Discord command in chat and hoping it's not broken like Sahabot.
Unfortunately, sometimes a speed gaming bot does get caught being busted from time to time. Because I was going to put the Discord link in, but if it's not there, not much I can do.
Sahabot strikes again. And with that, we're going to be wrapping up tonight. Truant Gamer or Homer J Smash, anything you want to say?
just a quick thank you, and we'll see everyone next week.
Absolutely. What happens next week is going to be a heck of a lot of fun. But meanwhile, as our tracker's already put into chat, be sure to give all 4 of our featured runners a follow. Troon Gamers, Sidetown, Reigning, Elementalist, and Homer J. Smash. They put on a fantastic showing tonight with a flag set that can be described as mind-blowing, especially when you get Mirrored Overworld involved. And I think they did great. Also, feel free to give the art tracker, Chiros1, as well as my co-com, JTap, or myself a follow, if you feel so inclined. Anyway, final thoughts on the seed.
As you were saying, it was mind-blowing, and I hope we get to see some similar flags with that mirrored overworld again, because that would be quite interesting.
Absolutely, it made for a very interesting restream tonight. Will it
And
happen
I'd like
again
to
soon?
thank our runners for giving us a good show. I would like to thank our tracker, Kairos, for tracking everything and keeping track of all these rooms and answering our inane questions. And my co-com, Leslie Pro. Please give everyone a follow.
Absolutely. But with that, it's time to call it a night from the Kingdom of Hyrule, where the history runs long, but the randomizers run even longer.
And with that, good night.
Good night, everybody. See you next week.